sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama. Sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama. Sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
We're coming to you live from the Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila, as we bring you the continuation of the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup. And in our next matchup, it will be the UE Red Warriors facing Phil Nation Select. How are you doing, folks? We are live via the Pinoyliga Facebook page and YouTube channels, as well as Smart Sports and the Smart Live Stream app. My name is Yago Paz, and I'm joined by the one, the only, the aviator, Justin Almeida, and later we will be joined by our courtside reporter, the third member of our panel, Bianca Tagarda. And this one, for the UE Red Warriors, it's very crucial. A win today will definitely give them a spot against the UST Growling Tigers in the finals this Sunday.
Okay, so it's a very important ball game for the UE Red Warriors, who are coming off, they have a one-day break.
Yes.
And compared to this Phil Nation Select, this is their third game in 30 hours.
Yeah, third game in 30 hours. The UST Growling Tigers getting that first ticket into the finals, earlier winning at the UST Quadricentennial Pavilion, 4-0 record against this very same Phil Nation Select. So that's another wrinkle here. Phil Nation Select 0-3 right now, and they will be playing their second game in a span of a few hours.
Okay, and checking the previous game of the UE Red Warriors, they fell short to the UST Growling Tigers 72-64 as they were out-rebounded by 7. And of course, we can see here the three-point shooting. UST shooting 33%, 11 out of 33, and UE just draining 1.
And of course, the keys to winning for the UE Red Warriors is to continue to the grit and grind style of play. So that definitely hard-nosed, in-your-face kind of play, and of course pushing the tempo. Those are the things that Coach Chris Gravina would like to see from his squad.
Yes, and I was talking to Coach RJ Argamino also, and he was saying that that is what they want to implement into this UE squad. And of course, led by Precious Momoway with 26 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And itong si Lingo Lingo with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals as well.
Yeah, so those are the two key players for the UE Red Warriors that we have to watch out for, especially ito si Precious Momoway. You know, a perennial candidate for most valuable player. And as we take a look at tong Phil Nation Select, yesterday they faced the Nagoya Gakuin University and lost 81-66. Totally out-rebounded there, 43-27. And of course, great ball movement from NGU, resulting in that 20-9 assist disparity. And of course, the three-point shooting, 9 three-point shots from NGU.
Oh, they were hanging in there until the third quarter. You know, they kept it around at single digits. But pagdating ng fourth quarter, that's where they kind of let go. Fatigue was started to become a factor, and yun na nga, it ballooned to 15 points.
And Justin, let's talk about the keys to winning here. Tell us more about it.
Yes, they have to control the tempo. We are assuming that they are feeling some sort of fatigue. So if they can control the pace and get their bigs involved more, then they can put themselves in a good spot to win this game.
Yes, and as we see, Desmond Colyan yesterday, 23 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals against Nagoya Gakuin University, while Jalen Jackson, 18 points with 2 steals in that loss at the hands of the Nagoya Gakuin University team.
And you also have Jace Akininok, who also scores a lot of points for them. And they need to find more points from Andre Macarena's inside.
Now let's go to the third member of our panel, Bianca Tagarda, with this courtside report. Bianca?
Mga kaliga, this game is a very crucial one for the UE Red Warriors as this will dictate on their final slot or kung maghahabol pa ba sila for tomorrow's game versus Nagoya. Now, as for Coach Chris Gavina, they had a slow and soft start in their game versus UST, and they have learned from that, and they will apply that for this game. Now, as for the Fil-Am Nation Select naman, they only had a few hours to rest, fresh from España pa, and this is their second game for today in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals. So let's see how they will perform considering all the factors, the challenges that they are facing right now. Now, Diego and Justin, what are your predictions for this match?
All right, thank you very much, Bianca Tagarda, with that report on both ends of the floor for the UE Red Warriors and, of course, Phil Nation Select. And Justin.
Okay, I'll go with the underdog today. I think that they will grind it out and get a victory, so I'm going with Phil Nation.
Wow, that is a bold prediction, Justin. While as for me, the UE Red Warriors, you know, they have a great system under new coach Chris Gavina, and nasabi nga niya sa akin, the players are starting to buy into that system and to buy into that new culture that he is trying to instill in these Red Warriors. Now let's go to our Coliseum announcer, Richard Tampos, to introduce the starters for both the UE Red Warriors and Phil Nation Select.
A warm and a pleasant afternoon. We get today's main game, UE versus Fil-Am Select, here at Tanduay Gym, live on Pinoyliga Facebook and YouTube channel. Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup. Here are the starters. Introducing first, the UE Red Warriors. At guard number 1, Nico Muling Tapang. Also at guard number 7, Blair Lingo Lingo. At forward number 11, John Abate. The other forward number 15, 30 Malaga. Playing center number 35, Precious Momoway. The head coach is Chris Gavina, assisted by Paulo Hubalde, RGR Gamino, Alex Gabagnot, KG Caraleta, Melvin Reyes, Nick Muses, Carlo De Jos, and William Arroyo. Now starting for Fil-Am Select. At guard number 2, Jalen Jackson. Forward number 6, Andre Macaranas. Playing center number 7, Desmond Collian. At forward number 9, Braylon Sheltenham. Point guard number 4, Jace Akiningok. Our head coach is Russell Rapon, assisted by John Dahuya. Our game officials are crew chief Genesis Caros, with Dave Maligaya and Kenny Regino.
All right, so starters on your screens right now for both teams. Mulintapang, Lingo Lingo, Momoway, Abate, and 30 Malaga. For Phil Nation Select, Akiningok, Jackson, Collian, Chaletaham, and Andre Macaranas. We're about to get things underway here inside Tanduay Gym in Campo, Manila. Thank you very much for tuning in with us as we bring you more action here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitational. And we are closer, getting closer to the ball is up and it will go the way of Phil Nation Select. So very short rotation here for Coach Russell Rapon. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. And I talked to Coach Russell earlier. He said that the primary focus of Phil Nation Select is to get themselves going ahead of an upcoming tournament. And you know what? I realized this few hours of break in between games for Phil Nation Select is a perfect way to test if they could play multiple games within a day. Because I heard that tournament, they would usually play multiple games in one day.
Okay, so this is a preparation for that tournament as well, no?
Oh.
And it's not an easy task. You know, you have to be on point with your recovery and everything. And let's see if they can, you know, if they can show us that they're ready for that.
Oh, and we got a whistle on the floor against 30 Malaga. That's the first team foul on the UE Red Warriors. So it's a huge development here for UE in the off-season to hire Chris Gavina over other mga notable names, including former Gilas Youth head coach Josh Reyes. But one thing is for sure, though, one thing I noticed is that Chris Gavina, I felt when I saw the short list of names for the UE head coaching job, the first thing that came into mind, okay, this guy has got to be perfect for this rebuilding Red Warriors lineup. Especially, I've seen a lot of his videos on his social media pages that he was teaching. He was really a teacher, a student of the game, and at the same time, you know, he knows how to guide players. But the question is, can he do it on this level?
Oh, And I have quite a lot of friends that have trained under him, doing skills training with Coach Chris, and they say his workouts are really different. It's really based on that grit and grind, no
Yes.
excuses. So
Exactly.
I'm sure he is a perfect fit for a rebuilding team like UE.
8 and 13 remaining here in quarter number 1. Neither team putting up points on the board, and a miss there by Desmond Colyan. And now the Red Warriors on the attack, and the shot up and good for the first two for Blair Lingo Lingo. And finally, the Red Warriors can take a seat on the bench.
That is an off-balance shot para kay Blair.
Lingo Lingo. Let's take a look at this. The Shawarma Shack. Shacking play of the game. Gets the bump, the contact. And bonus foul shot on the way for Blair Lingo Lingo. Oh, and a miss on the free throw line and a lane violation. There will be a substitute free throw.
Basing on the games that I've seen for UE, Blair Lingo Lingo has the license to shoot
Yes.
for these white shirts.
And the bonus is good for Blair Lingo Lingo. And the defense here of UE choking the life out of Phil Nation Select. And Phil Nation Select couldn't even bring the ball up court. And the defense here stifling. And alam mo, sabi sa ni Coach Chris Gavina, he knows that this team is coming from that game earlier. And sinabi niya sa akin na yung mentality daw niya is like Cobra Kai daw eh. No mercy. And we are seeing so far, mukhang yun ang game plan nga ng kanyang mga players na for them to show no mercy dito sa Phil Nation Select.
And of course, they have an extra body here today. First time playing, si Braylon Chelettingham. So much needed help yan for this Phil Nation team.
6 seconds to shoot for the UE Red Warriors. Blair Lingo Lingo. Baseline drive. Fadeaway J. Nearly goes in, and 30 Malaga with the board. Malaga inside. Precious Momaway. Oh, gets the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way. Precious Momaway.
If they're going to do this all game, Precious Momaway is going to have a field in the paint this afternoon.
Let's take a look at that one more time. Precious Momaway. Minama. Yun yung Filipino term for that. Minama talaga yung defense ng Phil Nation Select. And hindi pa man nakababa itong Phil Nation Select. The steal and the layup for the Red Warriors courtesy of John Abate. 6-0 run para dito sa UE Red Warriors. 6:51 remaining in the first. John Abate. The hang time move. Mala Jordan, parang kanan muna pero kinaliwa. Time out on the floor. We'll be right back.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minamnam na hanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya ang pagdalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na.
There's no question why I'm with UE, says Coach Chris Gavina, who is a former head coach of PBA teams such as Rain or Shine and Mahindra, as he has given the honor to revamp the Red Warriors in the battlefield. Hindi lang yan, Coach Chris also wants to use the knowledge and experience he had in coaching internationally para maangat ang UE for their upcoming UAAP season. But for now, dahil off-season nga raw, ay focus muna sila sa Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup for a good start. Now, Jago and Justin, how does Coach Chris' system impact or complement the Red Warriors?
Thank you very much, Bianca Tagarda, with that report on Coach Chris Gavina. And alam mo, the way that Coach Chris Gavina has impacted yung kanyang mga players, especially na yung aside from the skills, aside from yung kanyang DNA of sinabi niya sa akin na working tougher than almost anyone else in the gym. And nakikita natin the way that he motivates his players, kakaiba. As we see Lingo with that drive to the basket, 12-3. Earlier, Phil Nation Select coming off their timeout with a 3-point basket to finally break through into the scoring column. And one more time for Phil Nation Select, Andre Macaranas finally getting on board.
Oh, Macarena's showing us in the previous games that he has a nice touch inside, and this time around, sa labas naman.
Oh, 12 on the shot clock. A bait for 3 and left it short. Board secured by Phil Nation Select. Another 3 ball and a miss. And the rebound here by the UE Red Warriors. The drive to the basket, and it will go out of bounds off of Nico Muling Tapang. That was a fearless drive to the basket for him.
Yeah, Nico Molentapang will now handling the point guard duties for UE and moving John Abate to the shooting guard position where he will carry a scoring load.
4 minutes and 50 remaining, and the foul against Welo Lingo. 12-6 is our count. 4:49 remaining. And here comes, I believe that's Braylon. No, that's Jace Aquilino missing that layup. Back to the basket, Precious Momoway. Nice. Oh! John Abate. Nasupal pa siya na ring. 9 on the shot clock. Momoway and shuffled his feet, danced to the wrong beat.
A little too far for comfort. See Precious Momoway.
Yes.
I don't know if they can just find him in the dunker spot and just lob it to him. He's gonna have a field day.
Fadeaway J, no good. Para dito kay Desmond Collian, and it will go out of bounds and back to UE.
Baka pwede siya magmukhang parang Ben Embala
Oo. 30 Malaga will take his first rest of the game. And a trivia, by the way, ito si 30 Malaga about back in 2022. I covered him sa isang parang youth league noon. So medyo big improvement for this guy. He was a little lankier before. Ngayon medyo nakita ko he's building on some muscle. And he's got better footwork now.
Well, of course, if you're in a developmental program like UE, you are definitely going to improve.
And Desmond Collian gets called for that foul. 14 on the shot clock for the Red Warriors. Baseline inbound here for Muling Tapang. Gives it to Momoway. Now to John Abate and back to Momoway. 3 ball launched. Doesn't connect. Para kay Cole Cruz Dumont. So the long line of Cruz Dumont brothers here in UE. The stop and pop. And lucky bounce. Bang! Bang! Boom! For Jace Akiningok.
From defense to offense, getting a steal from behind and draining a heat check 3-pointer.
Great defensive stand for Phil Nation Select. Jalen Jackson. Shot clock reads 16 for Phil Nation Select. They go to Akiningok. 10 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Akiningok versus Momoway in a David versus Goliath battle. And David slayed Goliath in that possession.
Yeah, that was a tough jumper. Running jump shot para kay Jace Aquilino.
16 on the shot clock for the UE Red Warriors. Muling Tapang, Abate. Now they go to Cole Cruz Dumont. Cruz Dumont missing that reverse layup. Or should we say that was Daryl Robles, another new face from the Red Warriors bench. Jalen Jackson driving. Shot clock reads 12. 3 ball launched. Doesn't connect for Akiningok. Now here comes John Abate. Kicks it to the corner. 3 ball for Cole Cruz Dumont. Offline, but what an aggressive play right there for Nico Muling Tapang. And Coach Chris Gavina couldn't help himself, but give an applause. A round of applause.
Pareho sila ni John Abate, no? The guards very aggressive on those offensive rebounds.
3 ball, no good. Para dito kay Kalen Fernando. And now Phil Nation select with a fresh shot clock. And let's see if something new will come out of this. Another 3 ball left short. And now Precious Momaway. Nice find underneath to Cruz Dumont. Extra pass finds its way outside. Uno, dos, tres. Daryl Robles.
Oh, and the inside-outside game for UE has been working well so far, getting a couple of three-pointers out of those drives inside and kicking it out to the three-point area.
Coach Russell Raypon calls timeout. Let's take a look at that one more time. Daryl Robles, all nylon, no iron. Be back in a moment.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This is your Pinoyliga Global Invitational brought to you by the Shawarma Shack, Buffalo Wings and Things, Smart Sports, Endurance Colleges, our official game venue, and LGR Athletic Wears. So we'd also like to give a special shout out to Buffalo Wings and Things for graciously hosting Nagoya Gakuin University last night. I wish I was there though. Sayang kasi I had to rest up yesterday.
Oh, I heard you weren't. You were feeling under the weather.
Yeah, pero still, I still got to do the job.
Yep. Grit and grind rin tayo
Exactly.
dito.
Exactly. Hindi lang yung mga players ang grit and grind. Kami rin mga panelists dito sa Pinoy Liga Cup. Under a minute to go. Phil Nation select. Down by 6. 4 on the shot clock. The fall away, Jay. It's good for Kalen Fernando.
So this Phil Nation select have been making tough shots.
35 seconds remaining. Rainier Maga gets the ball back. Takes the 3. Couldn't find the step through, and there is a foul against Phil Nation select. I believe that's Jalen Jackson.
So despite the hot start of UE, Phil Nation have suddenly found their groove and is only sporting this 4-point deficit.
Rainier Ripon rather, back in, making his first appearance for Phil Nation select. 5-point lead for UE. 2 out of 2 for Rainier Maga. So look at these faces right now on the UE bench, and also the 5 on the floor for them. Might be the team of the future in the UAAP. Game clock reads 14 for Phil Nation select. Shot clock down to 6. Great fake. Step through and the miss though for Desmond Colyan. 2 seconds left. UE, last shot of the quarter off the window, no good. Para dito kay Daryl Robles.
And the putback will not count para kay Desmond Pikes.
Yes. 19-13 is our count in favor of UE. So medyo tight ang ating contest, though UE had their moments. LGR first quarter highlights on your screen. Justin, your thoughts on the first 10 minutes?
So far, it's been UE who has been dominating this quarter. But I like the fight that Phil Nation has been doing. They've made a couple of tough shots, mga one-legged jumpers. And it's a 6-point lead for UE.
19-13, the Red Warriors on top against Phil Nation select. Don't go away, more action here in the Pinoy Liga in Global Invitational Cup.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minam nung nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya ang pagdalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma
is your Pinoyliga Global Invitational brought to you by the Shawarma Shack, Buffalo Wings and Things, Smart Sports, our official wireless partner, Enron Colleges, our official game venue, and LGR Athletic Wears. We're about to get things started here in the second quarter shortly. My name is Diego de Paz, joined by the aviator Justin Almeida, and of course our courtside reporter, Miss Bianca Tagarda.
Bianca Tagarda working hard on the sidelines.
Oo naman.
Very busy with her next report.
Oo naman. Busy with her very next report. And well, alam mo, na-realize ko parang she exemplifies beauty and brains.
Oo. Yung ating pageant winner.
Oo.
Again, di na naman siya nakakarinig.
Hindi siya, laser focused eh. Just like the UE Red Warriors right now, laser focused as they go on the fast break.
Ang ganda ng segue mo dun ah.
Oo. Dapat marunong ka mag-segue. That's Broadcasting 101.
Yeah.
17 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. The kick-out pass. Cheltenham in and out on his first attempt, and the putback no good.
Nice offensive rebound by Jacob Sarabyava.
Oh. Off of that miss by Braylon Cheltenham. Yeah, finally I got the pronunciation right. Yeah. So 1 minute gone by sa ating second quarter of action. And now let's go to Bianca Tagarda for this courtside report. Bianca?
Playing for the first time ever in the Philippines is Jacob Sarabyaya from New Jersey, who shares to me that he was absent in their first game as he was still in Japan for a family vacation. And just when he arrived in the Philippines days ago, and also when he arrived in the Philippines, that is also his first time playing here, ay adjusting pa rin siya until now. As for Jacob, it did not took much time before he learned to love the country as the Filipinos and the Fil-Am community embraced him as well. But we'll be right back after this timeout.
Phil Nation Select making a comeback trail early in the second quarter, down by 3, 19-16. And what a way to start the second quarter for this ragtag squad led by Coach Russell Raipon.
Ito pa lang si Jacob, no? Galing Japan pala.
Wow.
For a family vacation.
So hindi lang pala yung Nagoya Gakuen University ang galing Japan, pero mas late pala itong si Jacob Sarabyaya.
Isa lang ang masasabi ko kay Jacob. Sana
Oo nga, no? Tama ka dun, Justin. And Desmond Collian will take a seat on the bench. First free throw in and good for Devin Fikes. So one of the few Phil foreigners for the UE Red Warriors, and wow, Japanese, Korean style free throw for Devin Fikes. And Cheltenham, bad pass there, nearly a turnover. Lucky break for Phil Nation Select.
Devin Fikes is, one of those players that they're a spark off the bench. I've seen him play against the EAC, and he's very aggressive on the defensive end. He likes getting in those passing lanes and getting extra possessions for them.
Oh, that was a very dangerous pass from Brandon Cheltenham. But he had no choice. He had no recourse there, especially the way that the UE Red Warriors have been defending. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Red Warriors. They go to the corner. That's John Drew Jimenez. Jimenez, up and under move.
fairness, agad-agad nagparamdam. Kakapasok lang sa ball game, 2 points agad.
Yes. 15 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Jace Akiningok. Oh, and he gets fouled. Probably a little shaken and stirred, just like a James Bond martini as well.
This is a guard from Letran, showing us that he's fearless in attacking the hole.
Let's take a look at one more time. Jace Akiningok. What a fearless drive to the basket, but misses the first of 2 free throws. Nearly 3 minutes into the second period. And we thank you for joining us for all of the games here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals. Second to the last playing date in the elimination round. And then finals will be on Sunday. The UE Red Warriors, with a win today, can be... Oh, look at that play. To Rainier Maga with that layup. And we got a foul on the floor. Called against UE.
This will go against Rainier Maga.
Let's take a look at that one more time. And Rainier Maga, look at that move.
Oh, with the double leg jump.
Oh, that hang time move. Shot clock reads 13 for Phil Nation Select. Wow, great first step there. And the fadeaway J. Oh, everything but the shot. As the Phil Nation Select. Courtesy of Kalen Fernando. And nagkaroon ng agawang buko. Naging buko pa eh. Phil Nation Select will retain possession. 11 seconds to shoot para dito sa Phil Nation Select. Wearing their blue kits with black shorts, while the UE Red Warriors in their classic white uniforms with red trim.
Kailangan ko lang isingit, no? Papa-shoutout ang ating kaibigan, si Mr. Alvin Tanyada.
Ooh, look at that! Cole Cruz. Oh, that's a 3-point by Kalen Fernando. 1, 2, 3.
And of course, itong si Alvin is now part of the coaching staff of the Muntinlupa Cagers of the MPBL.
Yes. But back in the action here, Brandon Cheltenham. 16 on the shot clock. And here comes Jace Akiningok. Akiningok kicks it out. 10 on the 24 for Phil Nation Select. Drive to the basket by... Oh, and then up and upper under move for Andre Macaranas. Alam mo, since we already had this point of you see Jace Akiningok playing for the Letran Knights. Eh paano yung kanilang ritual before the start of the season na magpapakalbo sila? Mahirap ata yan because I heard na parang I heard murmurs. Once upon a time there was this top flight recruit that refused to play for a certain college because they also had such
Yung may mga
ritual na medyo parang it's unsavory for their personal taste.
Medyo mahirap yan, no?
Oo.
Of course, who are the college teams that have applied this rule?
Ay, tiko mo dyan. So basta figure out kung of course, Letran is one of them.
Meron din. I know USD also shaves their head at the beginning of the
Basta may mga teams na ganun.
Not trying to point out
yes,
who.
let's not point out fingers here.
Pero trivia lang kung sino yung mga teams na nagpapakalbo.
Exactly.
I think the De La Salle Green Archers also do that, di ba?
May ganun din eh. Naalala ko nung nasa DLSU pa ako nun, nung under France pumarin. Naalala ko, nakalbo yung mga blockmates ko eh. But back in the action right here, UE. A foul there on Hunter Cruz Dumont. So Drew Jimenez, quality minutes off the bench as an understudy para dito kay Precious Momaway. Free throw on the way para dito kay Jace Akiningok. Gotta say, I'm impressed by Phil Nation Select, despite, of course, being short-handed. Right now, they're just down by 2 against UE.
Single possession ball game.
Yeah, John Abate back in the game. So let's see kung, if John Abate will be able to, bring his A game and help itong UE pull through against Phil Nation Select. Precious Momaway starting the run here for the Red Warriors, up by 4 points. Akiningok gets the basketball stripped away from him. And on the fast break, a miss for Rainier Maga. Momaway, second try, gets fouled.
And the Phil Nation has no answer for Precious Momaway.
Oh,
And the question will be if this squad can hang in until the 4th quarter.
let's take a look one more time. Precious Momaway gets fouled, and he will take 2 from the line. 4:19 remaining. Precious Momaway, perennial MVP candidate for the UE Red Warriors. Let's see how he will embrace this new system by Coach Chris Gavina. Especially that UE is now trying to rebuild after they spent the past, I believe, 4 or 5 seasons under Coach Jack Santiago. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. 3-ball launched off target for Andre Macaranas. Abate, forward pass, nice find for Mark Cabrero. Parang mintis from close range for Cabrero. 16 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Drive to the basket by Jace Akiningok. Lefty 3, down the hatch for Jacob Sarabaya.
From Japan.
Yeah, welcome to Manila. It's a 1-point lead for UE, entering the final 3.5 of quarter number 2. Momaway with the spin. The kick out pass finds its way to Rainier Maga. Short. And board secured by Desmond Colyan.
Medyo matulis yung tira ni Rainier Maga in that try.
Lefty 3, bang, bang, boom! And finally, Phil Nation Select with the lead, courtesy of Kian Spadonis. Or check that was Andre Macaranas?
No, I think
or
that was Jacob.
Jacob Sarabaya. So that's 2 straight
Oh,
for
back to back.
Sarabaya. Look at that, 3-ball, he let it fly, and it, fell through, and Precious Momaway had the chair pulled from under him. Akiningok, the stop and pop, short. And now Momaway starting the fast break. UE down 2. Eye in the sky play! Finding its way to Mark Cabrero.
What an athletic play. Nice pass to Mark Cabrero.
And that would be, for me, looks like a shacking play. We are tied at 29. Akiningok. And the long 2, no go for Desmond Colyan. And it will go UE's way. Let's take a look at this. The Shawarma Shack shacking play of the game. Blair Lingo says, catch it if you can. And yes, Mark Cabrero did. UE can regain the lead here. Long 3 from Lingo. Blair Lingo. All the way from the UE campus. 4-3. Red Warriors back in the driver's seat.
Gave an assist a while ago. This time, a basket for Blair Lingo.
A minute and 50 remaining. Baseline drive. The kick out pass goes to the hands of Andre Macaranas. Lefty layup, no good. Macaranas gets his own miss. Macaranas, the kick out pass. Jacob Sarabaya, short. Fresh 14 on their shot clock. Oh, and a sorry miss right there for Andre Macaranas. UE on the run. They go to the left corner. Lingo. Now they go to the middle. Momaway. Nice drop off. and score for Hunter Cruz Dumont.
That's a quick change of lead all of a sudden for UE. Trailing by 2 points a while ago, now they have a 5-point lead.
Long two, too strong for Desmond Colyan. Abate trying to get away from this defense by Jalen Jackson. Nice find inside, and the score from the reverse for Mark Cabero. And that's 4 points in the game for Cabero. 45 seconds remaining. Phil Nation Select in a world of trouble there. 14 under shot clock. And a kick out pass, 3-ball. Doesn't go down smooth. And Momoway tried to pass to Abate, but stolen away by Kalen Fernando. Nice find for the 2 for Desmond Colyan.
Oh, and Colyan looks kind of fatigued right now.
Yeah. Again, I think that's the wear and tear of playing 2 games in a day. But in their upcoming tournament, I know that they might play 2 games in a day at least.
And I can see him wincing in pain right now.
3 seconds remaining. Abate, the first step, lost the handle, but last touch out of bounds, Curtis off of Andre Macaranas. You Red Warriors, 1.4 seconds remaining on the clock. Will drop their last play. We'll be right back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
One 1.4 seconds remaining in the first half. The UE Red Warriors, after going down by 2 points to Phil Nation Select in that fabulous run by the Russell Raipon coach team, now leads by 5, 36 to 31, and a chance for them to write the last sentence of the second chapter.
Oh, so Coach Chris Gavina not letting this possession go to waste.
3-ball launched and offline para kay Mark Cabero. At the halftime break, 5-point advantage for the UE Red Warriors, 36 to 31. And what a way to enter the break and the halftime huddle for the UE Red Warriors as we take a look at that nifty pass from John Abate, finding its way to Mark Cabero. Phil Nation Select as well. That easy deuce for Desmond Colyan. We'll talk about more of this game in just a few moments. This is the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minam nung nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya ang pagdalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Time interview guest I have here is former UE Red Warrior and now an Abra Solid North Weaver player. That is Jack Cruz Dumont. Now, good afternoon, Jack, and thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. Now, as a former Red Warrior, how was US's impact in your life?
Yeah, UE had a tremendous impact on my life. They gave me my first opportunity to play in the Philippines, so that's something I'm always going to be grateful for, and I had a great time at UE.
And also, now that you are in the pro level and you're watching your two brothers, Hunter and Cole, play, how do you feel?
I'm super excited for them. You know, it's a long time coming. There was a lot of work behind the scenes with both of them doing a residency year, so to see it come to plan, I'm excited for their season, and it's pretty cool to watch them play together.
And it's also such a pleasure to see you, the three brothers, continue their legacy in UE. Now, lastly, would you like to give a shout out to thank someone or to greet someone live?
Shout out to our family back home watching if they're up this late.
Thank you so much, Jack Cruz-Dumont. Again, that's all for halftime interview. Now, tutok lang po kayo mga kaliga dahil magbabalik ang Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup.
Sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawama Shack, Shawama Shack. Mas masaya ang paggalawa. Shawama Shack, Shawama Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawama Shack, oh Shawama Shack. Kaya dito ka na.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawama Shack, Shawama Shack. Mas masaya ang paggalawa. Shawama Shack, Shawama Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawama Shack, oh Shawama Shack. Kaya dito ka na.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
At the halftime break, the UE Red Warriors leading Phil Nation Select 36-31 here in the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup. As we take a look at our halftime highlights brought to you by the Shawarma Shack. And Justin, give me your thoughts so far at why Phil Nation Select is still close to the UE Red Warriors despite, UE having a more stacked lineup and Phil Nation Select coming from that game earlier against UST.
Well, Phil Nation Select has been doing a great job keeping up with UE. It was crucial that Jacob Sarabiava had back-to-back threes. They were big for Phil Nation to stay within reach. But the question is, will they last till the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the second, we saw Desmond Collian cramping up.
As we take a look at the halftime stats, Justin, nakita natin, Phil Nation Select was able to make that comeback, especially that they've been shooting hot from long range. And we see, yung UE still leading the rebounding department, assist department, medyo slim lead by UE. And then, pero yung turnovers, I think, also contributed to Phil Nation, making that comeback trail.
Oo, so meron nga silang, they're shooting 33% from the outside with 6 out of 16 compared to 2 3-pointers by UE. And, turnovers, 12 turnovers in 1/2 is just a bit too much compared to 4 for Phil Nation.
I think that that is quite sloppy for a team. And now let's take a look at UE's leading scorers. Lingo Lingo with 8, Momoway with 7, and Rainier Maga makes his presence felt with 4 points. Akiningok with 10, Fernando and Sarabaya with 7 points apiece.
Oh, so medyo tahimik pa si Andre Macaranas dito sa first half, and with a short lineup, diba? They will need a lot of production from him coming into this second half.
Oh yeah, definitely. That will be something that we'll be looking out for. And at the same time, I'm trying to also figure out what experiment Coach Chris Gravina is running today, and is he going to go for a shorter rotation, especially that nasabi nga niya sa akin kanina, he's like Cobra Kai. He wanted to go for the kill in today's game.
Pero so far, looking at the 5 on the floor, starting this third quarter, it's the usual suspects for him.
Yes.
Except for, syempre, si number 30, that is Gabriel Ubusan.
And the third quarter is now underway. Abate together with Blair Lingo Lingo, joined by Gabriel Ubusan, as you mentioned earlier. Precious Momoway as well on the floor together with Mark Cabero. So right now, see Coach Chris is look like he's sticking with his guns.
The usual guys.
But of course, with the addition of, as you mentioned earlier, to see Gabriel Ubusan.
Let's see the impact that Ubusan can bring to this UE squad.
19 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Let's see if they could bring some of that magic from the first half into the second half as well. Cheltenham missing that 3-point attempt. And now Abate starting the fast break. Abate gets the ball back on the give and go. Missing that layup. Nice find though from Gabriel Ubusan. Now here comes Jace Akiningok. Fade away Jay, left it short.
And itong si Kolya, no? Even though he's wincing on the floor, he's still trying to compete.
3-pointer by Lingo Lingo, no good. And now here comes Jace Akiningok.
And he's going to get subbed out.
Oh, it's a backcourt violation on Desmond Colyan, and yes, he will finally get subbed out. I think it's not really worth risking an injury at this point in time. With Phil Nation Select already virtually out of contention at this point.
And I'm very familiar with that look on his face. That just says that it's cramps.
9 on the shot clock. They go to the left short corner. Lefty 3. Uno, dos, tres. Courtesy of Jacob Sarabaya.
Pangatlo na yan para kay Jacob.
18 on the shot clock. Abate inside to Momoway. Momoway, great move, but can't buy that basket. And now Phil Nation Select on the run. They go to Jalen Jackson. Jackson calling the play. Great ball movement here, or movement without the ball for Jacob Sarabaya. 12 on the shot clock. They kick it out to Cheltenham. They give it back to Jace Akiningok. Could not knock that down.
Ooh, would have been a big shot. Could have given them the lead.
19 on the shot clock for UE. Abate. Wow, what a step through move from that left corridor. Jackson tried to pass it off to Cheltenham, but Abate was there to block that passing lane. Let's take a look at that play one more time. Abate with that offhand layup. One of those things na parang when I remember during my time talagang tinuturo sa akin, like trigger to drive the left lane, you're supposed to lay it up with the left hand. Pero ngayon nakikita mo yung kanong misdirection, and just like that, Blair Lingo with that runner.
Oh, meron ng mga wrong foot, yung
Yeah.
offhand layup na rin eh.
Exactly. 14 on the shot clock. Cheltenham lets it fly, but off target, and Precious Momaway slam! Thank you very much! Precious Momaway like a freight train. Shot clock reads 15. Akiningo.
Oh,
Wow. Great step through move. Getting the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way.
just a beautiful crossover.
Let's take a look at this fast break play. Precious Momaway cleared for takeoff.
Highlight after highlight. No?
And kung pwede nga lang sabihin natin, direct replay naman nung last play na yun ni Jace Akiningok.
Special request.
Oo, baka naman. Kasi highlight reel play rin yun. And Akiningok making the bonus.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but it looked like Allen Iverson crossover again.
Oo. Momaway, triple team. Nice find to a cutting teammate in Gabriel Ubusan. And that is the premium of having teammates that are willing to move without the ball like that.
Oo. Hindi sila maubusan ng kakampi, no?
Oo. 14 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Jalen Jackson lost real estate and goes out of bounds. Great turnover forced by UE, courtesy of Gabriel Ubusan there. Let's take a look at that great move. Precious Momaway, nice find to Gabriel Ubusan. And now we're back in live action. What a play for UE. And Blair Lingo skying high, nagkape sa ere. Shot clock reads 16 for Jacob Sarabaya. Now reads 12. They go back here to Jace Akiningok. Akiningok! Ooh! Got some contact, but referee says play on. Abate gives it forward to Mark Cabero. Cabero, no good. Second try, still no dice. Jalen Jackson with the board. Jackson against Abate. Nice find to our wide open teammate. This great ball movement for Phil Nation Select. Doesn't result in the basket though for Jacob Sarabaya. Abate. Oh, and stolen away by Phil Nation Select. And against two players, what a chase down block for John Abate. That is attention to detail for UE. Lingo launches it. Bang! Bang! Boom!
And Lingo will not hesitate. With a little space, he will make that three fly.
And it's now a 12-point ball game after that chase down block from John Abate, as we will see right here. Look at that. And then in the ensuing play, three ball down the hatch. Welcome to the UE Splash Party. We'll be back after this timeout.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling minam nung nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Show Mama Shack, Show Mama Shack. Mas masaya ang pagdalawa. Show Mama Shack, Show Mama Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Show Mama Shack, oh Show Mama Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
He may not be on court, but he is lined up for both teams, and that is Kian Spandonis, who chose to play for UE despite finding solace with the Fil-Am community. Coming from San Diego, California, Kian arrived in the Philippines summer of 2023, and according to him, masaya raw siya that even if he was not raised in the Philippines, he is able to enjoy his Filipino roots and play in an environment where basketball is much appreciated. But Jago and Justin, what do you think that Kian meant about the basketball environment here in the Philippines?
Wow, but before that, Bianca, ang ganda ng volleyball spike neto ni Precious Momaway. Rejecting it on Phil Nation Select. in that offensive set. And going back to the question by Bianca, and syempre yung environment kasi dito ng basketball, it's Philippines, remember, is a basketball-loving country, and definitely nakikita natin so much basketball has been cultivated in the hearts and minds of Filipinos everywhere.
Oh, we really breathe and live basketball here in the Philippines, no? And yung mga fans natin, they are very much involved, and their opinions, they're not afraid to express it.
Yes. I think a little too much at times though.
Oh, yeah. Pero it comes with it.
Oo. I think sobrang rabid ng Pinoy fans when it comes to basketball. Pero nga lang, love it or hate it, that's Philippine basketball culture right there. As we take a look at that John Abate pass finding its way to Mark Cabero. And this one slowly going UE's way. Precious Momaway getting the bump and the bucket. Chance for the bonus.
You know, when you're playing really well, the Pinoy fans love you, they adore you.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, when you're struggling, grabe rin yung
Yes, let's take a look at that one more time. Precious Momaway. Minama talaga ang kanyang defender. Bonus on the way, and it rattles in. Three minutes and 12 remaining here in quarter number 3. And we got a foul against UE in that last sequence. Sideline inbound for UE with 15 on, for Phil Nation Select rather, with 15 on the shot clock, and another foul called on the Red Warriors.
And Momaway frustrated at his teammate there with some miscommunication at the defensive end.
Shot clock reads 15. They go to Jacob Sarvaya. Now to Kalen Fernando. Baseline drive, the fake and the shot doesn't fall through for Phil Nation Select.
A nice fake and the flyby.
Oh, 19 on the shot clock for the Red Warriors. They go to Blair Lingo Lingo. Lingo Lingo gets the ball back from Kian Spantonis, and Precious Momaway! What a play for Precious Momaway, getting the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way. And that one, a legendary flip shot. Let's take a look at that one more time. The Shawarma Shack, shacking play of the game.
Wow.
He was practically laying
Horizontal.
down.
Diba?
Laying down already, still had.
So pa horizontal na siya dun diba?
Oh, he had all that composure to put up that shot still.
Di na niya inisip yung bagsak niya eh.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get the basket first.
Oh, yes. 2:28 remaining here in the third period. And Momaway, it misses the bonus. And UE crashing the boards there. Lingo Lingo now with a baseline drive. Ooh. What a reverse layup for Blair Lingo Lingo.
You know the way Blair Lingo Lingo moves, he's sneakily athletic. No?
Yeah. Cheltenham was in a world of trouble and stolen away by UE. Now Momaway, cleared for takeoff! Ooh. Precious Momaway sucks that energy right out of the building. Wow. Oh my goodness, what a slam by Precious Momaway. Let's take a look at that one more time. That outlet pass from Blair Lingo Lingo. Slam. Dunk!
Clearing the runway.
Something that my partner here, the aviator, knows very well. A minute and 51 remaining. Phil Nation Select. Ooh, it's like they saw a ghost. Ooh. So right now, some sweet nothings being given here.
And a little
a little tension I'm sensing in the air here. between Kian Spandones and Jace Akiningok. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Not sure if he was legitimately trying to save that basketball or something else happened there. But again, there you go, Kian Spandones. There you go. So Jace Akiningok got teed up for unsportsmanlike behavior after that foul by Kian Spandones.
Oh, our referees finding that throw in of the ball a little excessive.
Exactly. A minute and 45 remaining here in the third quarter. So I think we have to commend also the referees for making sure that nothing goes out of hand here.
Tama.
You know, what they, alam mo yan, may term kasi yan they call it as game control.
They're right away sending a message. And, we will not tolerate any kind of behavior like
Yeah,
that.
any kind of shenanigans. I love that term, shenanigans. Another foul against UE. Let's see what is on.
If they didn't call a technical on that, one thing could lead to another.
Exactly.
You know, it could escalate.
Yes. Oh, we got a technical foul. So Nico Mulintapang got called for a foul, and there's a technical foul called against Rainier Maga.
Yeah. Maga and Jacob Sarabiaba.
Or more like, yeah.
I think, yeah, because they were like saying something to each other.
Yeah. Oh, there you go for taunting. And I believe after reviewing FIBA rules, especially the last revision from, I believe that was October 2024. I think the FIBA rules has already tightened up on taunting. Especially again, they're trying to make sure that nothing untoward happens in games. And I think that is also a good move coming from FIBA itself.
Yes.
That they're not going to tolerate any shenanigans.
And of course, with this game, you know, we have a 22-point lead.
Yeah.
Sometimes tempers can really flare.
Yes. 15 on the shot clock. Great ball movement for UE. They're trying to go perimeter. Long three, left short by Kian Spantonis. And on the rebound goes the way of UE.
And second try for Ron Gigo. He will get fouled. He will look to find his first points of this ball game.
First appearance of the ball game for Ronnie Go.
Ronnie pala, sorry.
So Ronnie Go at the 4.5 meter line, misses the first, but makes the second. And at least it's a good sign to see Desmond Collian back in the fold for Phil Nation Select after earlier experiencing some signs of cramps.
And he's moving better too.
Yeah. Shot up and no good for Jace Akiningok. Kind of a non-factor in this afternoon's ball game. 16 on the shot clock. They go here to call. 12 on the shot clock for UE, and a steal by Phil Nation Select. 40 seconds remaining. Three ball launched down the hatch. Kalen Fernando.
So extra points for Phil Nation.
Yes.
Kalen Fernando.
Some separation between game and shot clock. And now here comes Nico Mulintapang. Great ball movement by UE, leading to that basket by Daryl Robles. Nice lead for the UE Red Warriors, 69-42, with 8 seconds remaining. Isolation play here for Jace Akiningok. Akiningok. 1 second left, needs to put up the shot, and it's good for Kalen Fernando. Released it just in time.
So a quick 5-point run by himself. Ito si Kalen Fernando.
But Phil Nation Select down 20 points, 64 to 44. This third quarter run, as we saw here in the Buffalo Wings and Things third quarter highlights. Yeah, these are tough moves from both sides, especially this takeoff from Precious Momaway. Dunk you very much, he says. At the end of 3, 64-44. Magbabalik tayo with more Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup action.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
On your screens right now is our Enderon College Family Audience Cam. And we see fans here of Phil Nation Selects Braylon Cheltenham. Wow, they came in droves for the final game of Phil Nation Select in this Pinoyliga Global Invitationals. And you know what? I am very much convinced that this should be a yearly thing for Pinoyliga, especially that we're able to attract some of the best talent from different corners of the globe.
And very exciting yung sinabi sa akin earlier, no? If we can get more talents from Japan,
Yes.
especially one of the more higher ranked teams,
Oh.
magandang exposure yan para sa mga locals natin.
12 on the shot clock. Here's a drive by Kalen Fernando. Let's check out to Jacob Saravaya. Can't make the mark. Kian Spandones with the rebound. Now Nico Molintapang tried to do a shovel pass to Ronnie Go. Baseline J for Ronnie Go.
Ronnie Go showing us that he has range from the perimeter.
17 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Drive to the basket, off the window. A kiss off the glass for Andre Macaranas, plus the contact.
Dance the Macaranas.
68-48. And Braylon Cheltenham back in the fold for Phil Nation Select. So
That's another age revealing
Oo nga eh. I just punched my partner in the leg right now because parang dinedate yata tayo eh. Parang binubuking ang ating edad eh.
Medyo magkalapit lang kami ni Diego eh.
Oo nga eh.
Maybe just a year apart. No?
Back in the action here, the Red Warriors.
Why the sudden change of topic, Diego?
Because we're still talking about the ball game right here. The aviator, Justin Almeda. Top of the key, 3. Ichi Ni San. As we take a look at quarter scores here, that 28-13 blast by UE in the third quarter broke this game wide open, and now we got a blowout. Rainier Maga, steal and bucket.
Another athletic play by UE.
Oh.
It's Rainier Maga.
And the UE Red Warriors just forced another turnover, and it will stay their way. Let's take a look at Rainier Maga avoiding that defense by Phil Nation Select.
Yan ang sinasabi natin, nagkape pa sa ere.
Yeah. Maga steps into a 3, left it short. Long rebound secured by Saravaya. Saravaya uses that UE defense like traffic cones, just going right through them. 19 on the shot clock for the Red Warriors. They go to Daryl Robles. Oh, near turnover for Nico Molintapang. Molintapang uses the glass, sealed with a kiss.
And I think fatigue is finally setting in for Phil Nation.
Yeah. You can see that they still have the moves, like it's just muscle memory for them, but
Yeah.
the shots though aren't falling through. But nope. Looks like I stood corrected there. Braylon Cheltenham down the hatch from beyond the arc.
Finally, a three-pointer for Cheltenham.
And that shot iron deficient for Ronnie Ko. 8 seconds remaining. Oh, and the layup is good for Daryl Robles.
A lot of extra points for UE coming from Daryl Robles today.
Yeah, 77-51. 16 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. 3. No good for Jalen Jackson. And on the putback off the window. Back is open for Jacob Sarabaya. (77-53), and we have a platoon substitution for UE. And we're seeing Devin Fikes leading this this lineup. Let's take a look at that instant replay off the window and the foul. And also we're seeing the first entry of UE's Clive Fong. So Fong, one of the recruits from the Phil Chai community, played for Pace Academy. And that layup blown by Devin Fikes. Cheltenham gave it up to Jacob Sarapaya, and a turnover for UE. And the drop-off pass to Clive Fong. Nice fight to, oh, near dunk there for Devin Fikes. The unselfishness of UE really going to play there. The 3 ball, no good for Jacob Sarabaya.
And Diego, you had a lot of high praise for Itong Fong. No?
Yeah.
I think you're familiar with his style of play. How does Fong like, fit in this UE system?
I see him, Clive Fong, I see him as a two-way player that could fill not only the scoring needs but also his skills and his wit in terms of getting his teammates involved. Still very young. He could use his full eligibility in UAP and still have, you know, age eligibility left.
Fresh from the bench and fresh from Hawaii is Kaylan Fernando, who is also playing for the first time in the Philippines, and much to my surprise, nagbabakasyon lang daw sila ng family niya right now. Pero double purpose na rin as he also wants to pursue going pro here in the country. Kaylan's pure Filipino, but although he does not speak our language nor understand it, it has been marked in his heart. And as of now, Kaylan still does not have a team or school in mind. But Jago and Justin, what can you say upon this 19-year-old aspiring player?
Wow, 19 years old. Ito si Kaylan Fernando. So much potential in him. And as we see, just in time, Justin. Oh, we see him knock down that jumper.
You know, he's got great length. Kita mo yung wingspan niya.
Oh.
Very long. He's got a decent shot.
Wow, Clive Fong missing that layup.
Feeling ko
Sayang.
see if he can add a little size to his frame,
Yes.
he can be deadly.
Love on the shot clock. Long 3 for Phil Nation Select. Down the hatch for Jace Akiningok. Devin Fikes lost the handle. Saves it. Gives it to the corner. Lefty 3. That one down the hatch for Gabriel Ubusan. 80-58 in what has been a blowout since late in the third quarter. 4:25 remaining. 12 on the shot clock. 3 ball launched. And down it goes for Kaylan Fernando. 5 points since that last time out. 15 on the shot clock. The drive. Oh, and what a block from the help side for Jacob Sarabaya. 13 on the shot clock for the UE Red Warriors. Let's take a look at this three-point shot of the game coming from Kayla and Fernando. 10 on the shot clock now for the UE Red Warriors. Nice feed to Drew Jimenez.
Jimenez back in the ball game.
16 on the shot clock. Great give and go action, but the door was shut on Jace Akiningo. Another three, Cheltenham, no good. Another second chance opportunity for Phil Nation Select. And that three ball off target, this time for the Phil Nation Select squad. And then another three, uncorked by UE, no good for Romo Finney. So up and down we go with 3-point attempts abound. 12 on the shot clock for Phil Nation Select. Long three, left short. Long board secured by Drew Jimenez. Nice find to Drew Jimenez from Gabriel Ubusan, and two free throws on the way.
Great find by Gabriel Ubusan, feeding his big man.
Oh,
And nothing that Phil Nation could do but foul him.
also we see the entry here of Mateo Raipon. Drew Jimenez will take two from the line, swishes the first.
And you know who Cheltenham reminds me of?
Oh,
Parang siyang Mario Chalmers.
okay.
Parang may resemblance.
Resemblance to Mario Chalmers, and also a bit of his game looks like he's a knockdown shooter.
Knockdown shooter from the outside.
Down to the midnight hours of this main event on a Friday afternoon. 12 on the shot clock. Jumper no good for Phil Nation Select. Clive Fong tried to go a no-look pass to
Devin Fikes.
Yeah, Devin Fikes. Actually, when I covered him in Phil Chai leagues as well as back in an age group league, I saw him. He was a lot thinner, but now he's gained a lot of bulk. Yung pwedeng may pagbanggaan in the collegiate game.
This
Si
is
Clive Fong, yeah.
Yeah.
Three ball launch, no good para dito kay Jace Akiningo. Now here comes Yui on the run.
Ooh,
Continuation play, Gabriel Ubusan.
great use of his body, using it as a
Yeah.
shield and getting that lefty layup to go down.
2:08 remaining in this ball game. 86-61. Let's take a look at that one more time. With great strength. Driving to the hole for two. 87-61. Down to the last 2 minutes of play. Corner three on the way. No good for Mateo Raipon. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Smart 5G. 19 on the shot clock. Fikes for three. Ba-ba-bam!
Fikes showing us he has range from the outside.
Exactly. 17 on the shot clock. Akiningo kicks it out. Top of the key three.
Ooh.
Pow! 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 Kaylen Fernando. A minute and 22 remaining, the give and go. The layup no good. Oh, and Phil Nation Select still showing some toughness and resolve. Layup no good though for Jacob Sarvaya. Fikes straight through to that reverse layup. 92-64. Under a minute remaining in this matchup with the Pinoyliga Global Invitational Cup. Three ball, Cheltenham. Bang, bang, boom.
And I believe this will secure UE's slot at the finals.
Oh, and a miss. Oh, yeah, definitely. It will set their date against the UST Growling Tigers. And another three. Down it goes for Jace Akiningo.
Although they do have another game tomorrow.
Yes.
They are against
Yeah, they will be up against Nagoya Gakuin University in their final game on Philippine soil. That will be it. The UE Red Warriors not only get the victory against Phil Nation Select in their final game, in the latter's final game rather, but also they get the last seed into the finals with this victory.
So great fight
Yeah.
put up by the Phil Nation Select.
Yeah.
They stayed within the game in the first half. However, kitang-kita na natin yung fatigue factor in the second half as Momoway started to take over. And it was just the energy of UE coming into that second half that gave them this blowout win.
92-70 is our count. That's your final score, and we'll be back for our best player of the game interview.
Mga kaliga, I'm here with our best player of the game from the UE Red Warriors. That is Precious Momoway with a double-double performance of 16 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. Now, Precious, your chances of getting to the finals on Sunday are increasing. What's going to be your mindset for tomorrow?
Mindset for tomorrow is just to win, nothing else. We'll win tomorrow. We'll play UST at the finals. That's all.
And also, Precious, well, you've been in the Red Warriors den for years now. Now, how good does it feel to be part of the UE community?
It feels good, they're always there, watching every game, supporting us. So it feels good, to have them around. Yeah.
And lastly, would you like to give a shout out to thank someone or to greet someone live?
I'd love to give a shout out to you for doing a good job.
Thank you so much, Precious Momoway. And again, congratulations, UE Red Warriors, for this win. Now let's go back to Jago and Justin.
All right, thank you very much, Bianca Tagarda, with that interview with Precious Momoway, our best player of the game, in UE's 92-70 victory in our final game today in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Friday Showdown. And Justin, your final words for today as we go through the highlights of this matchup between UE and Phil Nation Select?
Well, it was great games today. It was a blowout, but maganda yung mga pinakita ng teams natin, especially Ateneo, leaving with a great showing in the fourth quarter, and as well as itong Phil Nation Select. You know, they fought through the first half. However, fatigue set in, and UE took control of this ball game.
All right, on behalf of our game director, Jetro Bautista, Aldrin Alejo, our floor director, Philip Obenza, our courtside reporter, Bianca Tagarda, our Pinoyliga Cup founder, Benny Benitez, and of course, my partner, Justin, the Aviator Almeda. My name is Yago Paz, signing off for now. This is your Pinoyliga Cup #1.